Hello everyone, and thank you for being part of the Chelsea chapter. Please subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever I've got to bring to you as long as it's Chelsea related right about here at the Chelsea chapter with me, your very host, Abu KALS, as we definitely are talking about two transfers that are extremely close. We're talking about the one and only Moises Caicedo, who's been a big link to the club, Chelsea, and also the one and only Mohamed Kudus, whose transfer is also going on quite well for the club Chelsea. Which part of the world are you watching from? Feel free to let us know in the comment section, as we definitely are going to be talking about football players that definitely have been linked to the club Chelsea. It will be put to note that quite a big number of football players have been linked actually to the club Chelsea, but we will definitely be talking about two of them, of which these two have really made rounds, and the club Chelsea is also definitely interested in the football players, and Chelsea has made contact with the football players, and we are definitely most likely going to be seeing the football players playing for the club Chelsea. Anyway, let's get the party started. Let's get the party rolling. Whom should we start with? Let's start with Moises Caicedo. So it will be remembered that Moises Caicedo is an Ecuadorian professional football player who plays as a defensive midfielder for the Ecuadorian national team, but also plays for Brighton and Hove as a defensive midfielder in the Premier League. He's been regarded as the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League, and that's a reason as to why the club Chelsea is very interested in signing the football player. It will be put to note that Moises Caicedo has been linked to Chelsea, and Chelsea had a few bids rejected. And the first bid was a £60 million bid that Brighton and Hove said we're not going to be taking, and Chelsea was not in a position of giving up on the football player, the Brighton and Hove football player, as we already know that Chelsea put in a second bid that was worth £70 million, and definitely that was also quite great. And but despite the fact that it was a reasonable amount of money for Moises Caicedo, the club Brighton and Hove came up and said that they need £100 million for the football player, Moises Caicedo. But from what we've gathered and what we definitely know, the club Chelsea has no hopes of giving up when it comes to the Moises Caicedo transfer. And it will be noted that the club Chelsea is looking at signing the football player come what may. By fair means or foul, Brighton and Hove is selling, and by fair means and foul, the club Chelsea is saying that they must sign Moises Caicedo from Brighton and Hove. You can let us know. You can definitely let us know what you definitely think about Moises Caicedo and his move to the club Chelsea, as Chelsea is trying his level best to make sure that he can sign Moises Caicedo. Not forgetting that it's not Chelsea alone that is interested in the football player. There's a bit of competition, but I can comfortably tell you that Chelsea is leading all the clubs that are interested in signing Moises Caicedo, with Manchester United being one of them and Arsenal being another club that wants him. Manchester City being linked to Moises Caicedo a little bit. I can comfortably tell you that Moises Caicedo is not going to any of the clubs mentioned, but at this moment in time, he is only, and the club Brighton and Hove is only talking to Chelsea and making sure that they can get a good bid. It is anticipated that Chelsea is going to be making a bid any time from now, any minutes from now, any second from now. The third bid will definitely be in. That is in a region of 80 to 85 million pound, and at most it could go to 90 million pound, but not more than that. Anyway, let's hope all goes on quite well for the club Chelsea, and Chelsea will definitely get the football player that they definitely want so much. Mauricio Pochettino came out and said that he still thinks that more football players are needed, and still more football players need to go, because he's trying to rebuild from what he found as a mess at the club Chelsea. Anyway, having said that, I think that my personal opinion on Moises Caicedo, I think Chelsea should do whatever is needed, break the bank and sign Moises Caicedo, because he is 1 in a million defensive midfielders. Definitely, the club Brighton and Hove saying they need £100 million, and they're very confident that they will get it. The club Chelsea really, I think Chelsea should really go on and sign the football player, and I hope everything goes on quite well for the football player. Anyway, let us know what you definitely think about Moises Caicedo. You can get into the comment section and let us know what you definitely think about this move, whether you think the club Chelsea should go on with the Moises Caicedo deal, and what you think about the Moises Caicedo deal. Anyway, personal, as I told you, I would like to see Moises Caicedo play for the club Chelsea, because he's a brilliant football player. He's a very good one, very nice football player. Anyway, let's jump into yet another football player, an interesting and exciting one. And we definitely are talking about Mohamed Kudus, who is a Ghanaian professional football player, but also plays for the Netherlands club, a club in the Netherlands in the Eredivisie section, and that is Ajax Amsterdam. He's been playing for Ajax since 2020, and at this moment in time, he's definitely saying that he is into a move away from the club Ajax. And as we already know that he is also being hunted for by a number of clubs. There is big competition between Arsenal, Newcastle United, and the club Chelsea, but still the 40 million rated winger and also attacking midfielder could be going to the club Chelsea. As we already know, we definitely know that things are moving on quite well for the club Chelsea, and hopefully everything will keep on moving on as anticipated for the club Chelsea. Let's really hope that Chelsea will sign the football player and everything will move on quite well and as anticipated. So Mohamed Kudus, it will be remembered that Chelsea is leading the race to sign the football player Mohamed Kudus, and we hope and think that signing Mohamed Kudus is going to be a brilliant thing for the club Chelsea. Despite the fact that Arsenal want Mohamed Kudus so bad, they have not put in a bid, and Chelsea are heading also with these two transfers. Chelsea is still topping, and Chelsea saying that they definitely have no hopes of going down, leaving these football players unsigned this summer transfer window. Mohamed Kudus is a very brilliant one, a very good one. He was also linked to Manchester United, but do not forget that really there is a lot that is going on at Manchester United at this moment in time with their transfers. And the fact that Erik ten Hag, the current manager of Manchester United, managed him, that would be a big threat to Chelsea. But at this moment in time, even they do not know who their owners are. Still a bit of a confused club Manchester United is. So there is nothing to worry about. I think Chelsea are in a better position of signing Mohamed Kudus. In all the clubs that have been linked to him, Chelsea still stands number one in the position of signing Mohamed Kudus. It is reportedly said that today, any minute from now, also we anticipate this deal to be sealed, and we think that it's going to be sealed any minute, any time from now, as it has been on for a while now, as Chelsea is putting a big focus on the football player. Before, it was said that Moises Caicedo will first get out of a position, out of the transfers. Chelsea will first sign Moises Caicedo, then Chelsea will move to the one and only Mohamed Kudus. But by the look of things, Mohamed Kudus could be even fast because Brighton and Hove is making things a bit complicated for the club Chelsea. But Chelsea is still very confident that it will sign the football player Moises Caicedo. And do not forget that Moises Caicedo also before came out and said that he is very much interested in joining the project that the football manager Mauricio Pochettino is building at the club Chelsea. Otherwise, thank you for being part of the Chelsea chapter, and please subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on whatever I've got to bring to you, as long as this sport and as long as this Chelsea related right about here at the Chelsea chapter with me, your very host, Abu KALS. Thank you and goodbye for now.